Haha, we are so back. I don't know why it keeps getting rid of my fucking chat. Chat, I am here, about to phantom on my peen. It would be so good.
The map has been updated.
Понял. Немедленно проверить. Издать альтернативную сводку. Конец связи. Нужно обыскать местность. Прием! Это КП, понял. Обыщите каждый угол.
Да,
Они где-то
I'm
здесь.
fucking
Конец
lost.
связи.
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
No chicken hat.
Mother Base is now in the red.
Это Дмитрий-2. Наши припасы были похищены. Возможно, на базе лазутчик. Жду указания. Прием! Это КП. Понял. Усилить безопасность и найти нарушителя. Конец связи.
I'm doing it.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN
Mother Base is in
established.
the red right now, by the way.
Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics.
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
The Second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story
I
never
wonder if I can
changes.
do this.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists.
Yes, fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces.
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base. That would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew.
Damn it!
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
know where the prisoner's being held now, though.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
КП-39. Одного из наших унесло на воздушном шаре. Похоже, у нас на базе противник. Жду указаний. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Усилить безопасность и найти нарушителя. Конец связи.
Please specify a project.
I don't have money for anything.
Please specify a project.
КП-39. Есть признак вражеской активности. Усилим охрану. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Смотрите в оба. Конец связи. КП-39. Тут происходит что-то странное. Жду указаний. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Усилить безопасность. Повышенная боевая готовность. Конец связи. КП-39. Есть признак вражеской активности. Усилим охрану. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Будьте максимально осторожны. Конец связи.
You have arrived at your destination.
Вырубил одного из наших. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Всем подразделениям. У нас могут быть нарушители. Конец связи.
I am being very sneaky. There's no reason to suspect me. I'm just soliciting dogs.
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Where are the others?
Suspects list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Движение по воздушный шар.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Прием. Это КП, понял. Всем подразделениям, быть начеку. Конец связи.
I'm glad they have built this memory. Now, I did put them in an alert phase, so I don't get full points, but I haven't been caught in this run of this mission.
Clouds approaching. Development complete.
339, что случилось? Ответьте, 339. У нас проблема. Тревога по всем постам. КП, это Дмитрий-2. Услышан взрыв. Сообщение неизвестно. Прием.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
There comes a certain point with this game where teams are just not to be caught.
КП, это 236. Мы осмотрели сектор и ничего не нашли.
couldn't be proud of that approach. Happy that I actually use stealth mechanics to get around.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Штаб, это кафе. Понадеялся огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но мы теряли
Enemy
врага.
presence
Враг может все
detected.
еще
The
прятаться
map has
поблизости.
been updated.
Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
Sun will set shortly.
Всем базам, усилить безопасность и готовиться к возможному контакту с врагом. Конец связи.
Контакт! Освободить!
I should really start using the C4 to actually do that.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Plant expansion complete.
I need more biological materials.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
What? I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. What's that about?
You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride.
And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps.
The more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, the pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half gulag, half hero sword. It was a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
Viewers come across that regularly. Be a great spot for a sniper. Go gadget. I've eaten an entire box of croissants.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Roach. Herbs.
That's a medicinal plant called haoma, otherwise known as soma. People use it to make a sacred drink for religious ceremonies.
Weather will clear shortly. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
The game is a quick play. I did a base without detection till the end, and I only got detected because I wanted to be detected. I'm getting better with the stuff like that, slowly. Imagine your boss just runs up on you after you've been lost in the woods for a long time. That's what's happening here.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, come on, that's a perfect area to pop up.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
People is distracting me. Yep. Sorry, Hold On to Me just came out. This is a lot like from when Zach Hadel screams about how they hit the Pentagon. Everybody comes at me from different directions to tell me Mimi is out. I'm glad they do it. But, like, I knew it was coming out. I'm aware of the concept of Mimi.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Where's all the climbing cracks I know they're supposed to have here?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
What the fuck?
Marker removed. Marker placed.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Enemy presence
Yeah.
detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
A little clever engineering to make sure that you stay on the fucking roads, I guess.
Штаб, это кафе. Возродился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There are other modes of transportation, it's just that D-Horse is the most useful.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a...
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect.
That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then.
Maybe while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker. They were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart.
In the end, the time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, aka Sigint, Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation, and the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva, and me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish.
the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted.
I still trusted him in those days.
We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project.
Les enfants terribles, Zero called it.
You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
Marker placed. Sun will rise momentarily. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. guard post captured.
You gonna extract him?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I can only assume that was our Diamond Dog's personnel that kept knocking me out.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Unit function added. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's the target. Is that one of our men from 9 years ago? Bring him home, boss.
Clouds approaching. completed.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Arrived at another base. Marker placed. Marker removed. Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Some will set shortly.
I've been doing nothing but heavy ops.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
We've established a sick bay on the new medical platform. Staff who come back with wounds, diseases, or PTSD can be treated there. If we need any other platforms, feel free to issue the construction order from your iDroid.
Hey, I get to do the paths thing. Wonderful. I get to feel like shit.
Side ops list updated.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the zero line that day, the Afghan side, on our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls.
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us. It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, their voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship, though a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner, but they had other motives. Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down through that thing.
We don't draw weapons on comrades. Look around you. This is your family.
Show's over! Get out of here!
Be gentle.
Of course.
These are bad for you, you know. Morale has fallen.
No. They just need a mission. Orders to follow. You see someone stuck in the waiting room, you give them a job to do. You two! You just earned yourself a week in the brig. Deck cleaning duty by day.
No, wait. You've got some blood to pay me back for first. Your CQC is sloppy. Come see me later for a lesson you won't forget.
Well, morale taken care of.
The clouds approaching.
Boss, welcome home.
Fucking stabby bastard.
Boss, we still in the box.
Marker placed. destination.
Multi-billion-dollar structure right here. I'm trying to find the actual sick bay room because there's something in there. I'm pretty sure, unless I don't have it unlocked yet. I'm on the medical platform at least. I know that much.
I'm sorry, we got Arby's.
Arby's.
Magic Man's playing Silent Hill too. I see you. Dude, I gotta show you something. Once it's done loading. I'm sorry, scanning my computer. Shit, I can't have your stream up, I forgot.
Please specify a project.
Odd thing is, I can have Discord open while scanning my computer, but I can't have Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. I have artwork to show you, but I only drew B8, you, and almost Sierra.
Please landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
Almost two?
Sierra.
Nice.
This is Pequod.
I was gonna have him
Arriving
still have weird
shortly at
bracelet
LZ.
with his vest and shirt on.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
I found the thing, I think. It's just the cage really put quiet.
Jesus found the
Some of the game where you could actually expand other bits.
Please Select a landing zone.
Bronco stuff.
I can't. This is a loud helicopter noise.
Oh, sorry. He wants to drown out my quick.
I cannot. It's just a loud helicopter. It's a reasonably loud helicopter.
I understand.
Which
Apple.
I can apparently change the logo for the Diamond Dogs at some point.
Apple.
Probably at the main menu.
Boss, our GMP is now in the red. If it stays this way, staff morale will fall and the men will start leaving Diamond Dogs.
I scared
You've
Papa.
got to bring in more funds and keep costs down.
Drilling was operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts.
Apple. You can have it. It's chicken. Hey. No. Mm-mm.
Deploying.
Bobble. Mm-mm.
Outer Heaven.
Here. Buddy.
I'm gonna do a side off.
Boss, this is important. We have reports of a cracked sniper at large in the Afghan wilderness. The Soviets call this sniper Tihi. Quiet. There are never any sightings, and only corpses are left behind. The Soviets have already lost a number of officers. You'd, best watch your step.
What?
Map has been updated.
I gave them food. I gave them chicken.
Leroy Jenkins!
Bobble just.
Hey, I'm about to do all that, using naked snake techniques.
Oh shit, I forgot how loud I had.
Yeah, you were loud.
Whoa.
Map has been updated.
Got you going through my TV.
So,
I have a stun rifle
Charging my
now.
headset.
Bobble jumped on my table.
Reed, I'm actually trying to go in with stealth now.
That's good.
I did one successfully, without ever being caught.
Good. He's learning.
And I also learned
He's
how to
actually
use
playing the
landmines.
game.
Yeah, I'm doing it the way you're supposed to.
He's starting to believe, Blake.
Operating in that area.
I
You extract
I have a stun gun, apparently.
Yeah, no, you get access to the stun rifle early on, but it doesn't start with a suppressor.
Yeah.
Enemy
And you cannot edit the suppressor on it, I believe, sadly, because the stun
It has
gun
a weak
is
suppressor,
more...
it says. Anyway, Mother Base
But you
is
can't-
in the red. How did I manage that? Well, I went on a mission, is how I managed that. I'm better off using the pistol here.
Most of the time you're going to be using the pistol.
I just witnessed Bob get bullied by Gizmo.
I love how they make the Roku remotes tiny as shit, so if you drop it anywhere, you can never fucking find it. There it is.
And there we go. I've knocked out the entire base. Or
Reed,
one
did
guy.
Did you want to mention about how you wanted to do the
Outpost
Pathfinder
captured.
character?
The what?
The Pathfinder character you want me to commission, I think?
That's the target.
I haven't brought it up to many people yet, but that's just part of my idea, because I'm taking a character originally that I was going to put in a Call of Cthulhu game, possibly for a DMPC. But instead, I might just turn around and make it a Pathfinder game
Clouds
instead.
approaching.
Because V has been pushing to get, I think, a tabletop group set up on this server.
Side op.
okay.
Side ops list updated.
Okay.
Oh, I
Subject
think
is
he
in.
left his water. Let me go return
Extraction
it.
arrived at Mother Base. Unit function added.
Wait, can I pick that up?
Yeah, I see the Zero postings. We put Zero in the fucking riveted tank from Italy. It's ugly. I hate it. I hate riveted tanks.
Marker placed.
I hate them.
Oh yeah, I don't have D-Horse out here. Because D-Horse costs a little more to fucking bring it. I'll just run.
Wormwood,
Actually, hold on. There might be...
also known as absinthium. That's used to make your phantom cigars.
One moment, I'm just waiting for the scan to go through.
I got the thing where Big Boss stabs himself to make a
Extraction
point.
arrived
I got
at
that
Mother
cutscene.
Base.
I'm gonna do this, get the stun arm blueprint, and then I'm gonna find Quiet. Which I believe I can also just attach fucking C4 to people and I could let them go to the meeting covered in C4. And that would have been a way to solve the issue and fucking... I mean, I wouldn't get Foxhound for that, but... that would solve the mission. But, yeah, that's right. I'm streaming Phantom Pain right now.
He's trying to actually non-lethal.
I'm just trying to...
Just remember, a Fulton extraction will deny the enemy a person on the field of a mission.
I've done that a few times. They were just in the way and I knock them out and then send them away. But then they started detecting the balloons, so I just have a box ready.
They'll get a... If they hear the yell, they'll always go like, ah, somebody's here, somebody's yelling, and then they'll be a little bit alerted for it.
Reed, I've done it in the middle of a base. Several people around, and then I've escaped.
That's why you get a hold of the, that's why when you get the black hole teleportation, which is late game. And I believe an online thing, so...
Oh, you have to unlock it in online?
Yeah, you'll have to do special. You have to do these special events when you unlock them, and they change out weekly. But they're on a rotation basically, and that's how you unlock extra shit and extra camo types. I didn't know Atlas released another fucking. Okay.
By the way, this stun gun is exquisite for range. So I have a sleep gun, a stun gun, and a just sniper rifle that has damage.
It will take. You're still in Afghanistan, right?
Yeah, I'm in Afghanistan.
Okay.
I'm gonna collect Quiet soon. I have her cage on Mother Base. Don't you worry.
Enemy presence detected.
So which way did you manage to take her down?
I haven't taken her out yet. I'm saying that's the next thing I'm doing.
Okay, so here's a fun little thing. I believe it's only in the hard fight that you can't do it with. Just order supply crates on her head.
The map has been updated.
I think they patched that.
I think they got rid of it for the hard fight. I don't think it's in the original fight. I think I remember getting away with it more than once.
You know, Skullface was originally going to be called Scarface.
Yeah, but the problem was that Scarface is not actually a copyrighted character. Because if that was true, then you wouldn't be able to call Al Capone Scarface.
Well, yeah, Scarface is just Al Capone.
Which apparently he hated being called that. He preferred being called, what was it, Chubby or whatever. He wanted to go from, he wanted a completely different name. He hated getting the reference that he had that scar.
I'm wearing the Naked Snake fatigue green. This is terrible stuff.
Yeah, you got
sure.
the
Well, because I've
got the
played
Naked
3.
Six.
I've played 3.
Oh yeah, the collection now probably carries over shit. I've only played the PlayStation versions. Alien 1 download. Fucking good.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Штаб! Штаб! Обнаружен неустановленный вражеский боец! Атакуем! Прием!
I've been detected. Would Venom Snake be immune to Fox Die if he survived?
By any means, he's not genetically related to Big Boss by any means, so he could actually be completely immune.
I'm running a
Actually, he would be. He'd be completely immune unless he gets in contact with Four's Fox Die if it mutates. That's because anybody with the mutated Fox Die would possibly die immediately.
That was for nothing.
There's your answer. You may not like that answer, but it is the truth. The fact is, kid, nobody wants to admit that they ate 50 pounds of ravioli.
Except you.
A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide
I
inside,
wouldn't eat that much ravioli,
watch
I'd
the enemy
throw
doesn't
up.
decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
It's time for me to do a purge of all my videos that I have downloaded.
Make a Discord channel
Extraction
committed to
arrived at
Dave
another
them.
base.
And then you can just copy and paste them.
Problem is, my Z drive is almost full, which is my solid state. I got 75 free right
As
now.
opposed to your liquid state!
Liquid!
No, I can't do those. They don't let you Skyrim horse up.
No.
They don't let you Billy go.
Listen. Snakes can fly, technically. They can glide.
It's either that or I just delete some of the movies I have on here. So how about just removing the Ernest movies, but you never know when suddenly I get bitched at to play them again.
I sent you a
I
thing.
did delete all the AirPods.
You haven't removed. This is why you've been going crazy, Reed, because you still have earbuds installed on your computer.
I don't. It's only a folder called AirPod. It's empty. It reminds me that
words completely.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
No
I
trace
like
of
how,
AirBud shall remain.
You know what's funny is that the way how Google Files does Transformers is that for some reason it has spaced it where trans is a separate word. Transformers.
Exactly what meets
Megatron!
the eye. Bow, bow.
I could probably just remove the Ninja Turtle movies. I don't think we're going to be watching them again anytime soon. I want to keep John Carpenter, mostly because I like John Carpenter. I have just Who Killed Captain Alex, who got his first action movie.
That one has to stay.
But I can actually, I can just send that to people at random.
Reed, could you send me Who Killed Captain Alex? You got his first action movie?
Enemy presence detected.
I'd rather not mess with my installs right now because I need to download the Alien movies. But if somebody can't find his,
I forgot to even look. I actually did some work on the Nick Club this morning. I have it Ed.
remember Sunday.
Yeah, hats.
I'm gonna remind you on this every day, like I remind my boss about calling the trash guys.
Why is there a downed helicopter right here? Is there anything cool in it?
You may ask me, why do I remind my boss on shit all the time? Well, you see, it's because he fucking forgets shit. And I've told him more than once, you keep forgetting things, I'm gonna keep reminding you of them.
I don't mind that. Thank
I'm not
you.
paid I don't pay to remind you on shit, but I remind people.
Why was there a downed helicopter there?
So you're a good person.
Yeah, like reminding them, it's like, hey, you got this thing going on. 46-year-old Nick. Man, Iron won big.
What did Iron win big?
We're gonna canonize that some guy from North Cali dates fucking Nick.
He will have the plushie at least.
Mick or Nick?
Nick. It's Nick or
Nick. What? What'd you say there, Oats?
It's Nick or nothing.
Okay, I thought you had your little inner Southern come out there for a second.
Damn.
Oh. JL's Blake.
Also, wait, when did Spinosaurus... Did somebody make Spinosaurus?
Yeah,
That's supposed to...
It's for Spinosaurus and Baryonyx.
It's for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, were you
Yeah,
about to
Why is
delete
it
that
Spino or Barry?
Why is it in purgatory, though?
Because that's where it belongs.
Okay.
I'm sure I had good reasons in a moment.
You're gonna anger the cocaine. He is a Lucky poster.
He's a what poster?
He is an Olivia bro.
I'm gonna
fair.
I'm gonna go steal a car.
Me and
He's
Tim.
only into fat bitch.
What?
He's only into fat bitches. This is an outrage. This is bullshit.
should have been me, not him.
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
The fact that he's also Nephilim.
Magic Man's trying to see if I'm some sort of freak that's into being spit on. I'm like, nah, man. That's not my thing.
Gizmo. Gizmo. Gizmo, no. Gizmo. No, Gizmo.
Did you name Gizmo because of Gremlin?
It's not my dog, but yes.
It's a Swift's dog?
Yeah.
I didn't know Swift also had a dog.
Yeah, it's a Shih Tzu. That's why I said to Jack, if you please take him.
Yes. It's a shit zoo.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't need you. Imagine I
What's
come
the name?
through and then I say, I don't need you as Big Boss. Imagine that. I've been kidnapping everyone.
What?
I'm trying to remember the rapper chick from Devlog is called, because I can only remember Urkel.
Rebecca.
And I see it.
No, Gizmo.
Really not. Yes, you did.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map
1, 2,
has
3
been
is being a
updated.
pain in my ass. Cause doing my mom, doing my mom.
I have you know my dog is named Baxter because of Anchorman.
Why is it holding a grenade?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Why is it holding a grenade?
My dog?
You reference. You're trying.
Oh,
you're in.
oh. It took me a second. Whenever he was a puppy, he looked like that dog from Anchorman.
I find it funny that they did a Bill O'Reilly joke in the second movie.
Wait, if I get
Was the fuck it will do it live?
Base development, when do I get the grade 3 Fulton?
Please specify a project.
So one thing I always wondered, they did the fuck it will do it live.
I could be using arm upgrades if I didn't spend my money on stupid shit.
Please select a
V8
drop
moment.
point. Please specify a project.
Rocket arm
It
is
could be
grade 4.
I could have a long-term settlement, or I need my cash now.
You call JG.
Mobility, it
Okay,
helps
so-
him crawl around faster, doesn't it? Or like it helps him climb or something?
Which one?
The mobility arm.
Mobility also increases how fast your sprint speed is.
I also gave Bob chicken, so he's just like content somewhere.
Time to go to S-Flix then. You like that? God, I forgot Sigourney Weaver is. She is old. free. Get connected. We're free.
I sent Swift a message in German and a message in Spanish. I hope he understands.
No, nobody knew Nick was a baryonyx until it was stated. It's like, that's no baryonic. Looks at Olivia. Oh, that's a baryonic.
Excuse me, Nick.
There's the gator.
Guy there slaps her on the ass. This is a gator right here. Gets immediately nailed by the tail.
Here's Nick.
Before Ego picks up because she only weighs like, what, 140?
I mean, her legs would probably have, like, deteriorated. Right?
What?
She walks on her knees, so it'd be like
her
shins might be like
would atrophy.
Unless if there's constant like I don't know stimulation in the area.
He didn't answer my question.
I am looking for a good picture that is not the horn.
Oh. I feel sorry.
I imagine that there will be some overlap with the milk zone for Spinosaur coasting. Obvious reasons.
Probably.
Yes.
Let me go check it now.
Yes, no, oh yes. How'd it end up being your friend's father-in-law?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You see, everybody's like, date your friend's sister. Nah, you date your friend's mom.
Still wondering why we don't have a Sophia in there. It's like
because it's because Hank Hill's wife is. You just don't do that, man.
That's fair.
I mean, got all the pictures in here.
Look, I run by. But you see, it's like Android 18 in my mind. Android 18's Krillin's babe. He earned it.
Yeah.
There we go. Baseman Bon Art. Based art bro Bon with the gator.
That's Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Nick.
You put the gator in
It's the blue gator. It's the blue rocker.
They put the gator in the soda.
You didn't answer.
They put the gator in the soda.
Swift didn't answer. I'm gonna go see what's up.
You gotta go with your boy.
I gotta write it in correct German, I think.
This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife.
Sometimes we got.
How did I get here?
You gotta slap hands twice time to get it.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I just popped my shoulder blade, that's fun. Man, why isn't that so fucking shit?
Enemy
I introduce you to the vent.
has been updated. Weather will be clear shortly.
Gay sex.
I love that one. I just also finished watching that movie one day, and that movie's like posted everything.
Are you talking about Atlantis?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yep.
You can forcefully re-equip your buddies, right? If I get quiet.
You can go directly into your iDroid and then you can actually request a different buddy on the mission. It'd be entirely with equipment buddies. Man, my net is not a big fan of me today.
I'm gonna boot up security.
No, wait, before I do that, let's check the worksheet. Let's see.
I did get another interpreter, feller.
So, okay, there's only a couple of interpreters in the entire game. You'll get them as side missions. They'll pop up and you need to pay attention when they do.
Yeah, I did the second one already.
Yeah, there's only a couple of them in the entirety of the game. What I find interesting is that I don't think, for some reason, I don't think Ocelot counts as a translator for mission. Which I find interesting, seeing as how, as you know,
he was a member of their intelligence unit. He should be an interpreter for many things, but I think it's because he has more important work that he does. Does that make sense?
I mean, except for French. The one thing Ocelot refused to really speak is French. Why? It's funny. Just listen to the audio logs when he starts talking about the Les Enfants terribles.
Oh.
You never really were good at French.
Enemy presence detected. The map
So the
has
only
been
time
updated.
you really hear Snake talk as much is in the audio recordings. And it's not much either.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire.
Most of the time you're going to be hearing Troy Baker and Matt Mercer.
Off the moment the sprinkler started.
Is Matt Mercer Miller?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe.
Well, okay, which one's which? Which one's Matt Mercer? Which one's Troy Baker?
Isn't Troy Baker supposed to? Wasn't Troy Baker always Ocelot?
Started to rain, and he disappeared.
Water against fire.
You decide. It's hard to tell
I mean, it makes
sometimes
sense.
who
It's
is
hard to
who
believe
because
it
of
was
how many
a guy
animes
like
and
that.
games they're in.
Perfect.
It couldn't possibly be that Matt Mercer is Ocelot because he's a cowboy.
The sniper known as Quiet is lurking in the
And
Afghan
Troy
wilderness.
Baker being, you know,
This Quiet has performed a string of hits
Miller.
on Soviet officers.
Don't
The
forget
attacks
Young Bosch.
always occur in the
You
same
forgot
area.
about Young Bosch.
But sweep
yes.
the area, turn up no trace
isn't he Huey?
They've even posted.
It was you, Snake! You
And
did
then before you know it, another
Sorry, I
body's
just
lying on the ground. You ever heard of
He's
someone who
also,
operates like that?
You killed all
No
those
matter how
soldiers,
still
Snake!
and
It was
silent.
you!
I ran into Quiet's little area.
But
Fuck.
he's also Bash.
I stumbled upon where Quiet is. By accident.
You can't escape it. It'll be always in stream. Okay, it's
Yeah, somehow I just stumbled across the mission area.
guess it's time for. Jeez, they've already come
Boss,
out.
you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet.
I'm going.
Quiet. Our silent assassin. Here's the sniping point.
They already come out with a new update for everything? They must have.
So what you're saying is,
I guess
if
horsefly
I
are on now.
click supply drop items,
But they should be their own thing.
I can drop a
Please
sneaking
select
suit
a
on
drop
the head of
point.
Quiet.
Supplies
You
requested.
should be able to drop just ammo on her.
I know, I think it's funnier if it's a sneaking suit.
Which that should be the, I believe, portable op sneaking suit that you get.
Caution. Sandstorm approach. Supply drop complete.
Oh, can I play it? Oh my god. I can play Blackadder? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Which, that blue bar is your stamina, isn't it?
The enemy sniper
You don't have stamina.
Zero visibility.
Oh, are you talking about the blue bar on quiet? Yeah, that. Okay, so it follows standard Metal Gear rules when it comes to, I think, just Quiet's fight, because I don't think any other fight has it. No, wait, the Skulls do. Any Skulls in Quiet, they have 2 bars. One that's health, one that's non-lethal. Here's the thing about fighting against the Skulls. It's the only time I might just go lethal because the amount of damage you have to do to actually capture them is fucking insane. I've done it.
Capturing them?
I've done it on extreme. Because there's 50 missions and only a couple of them are like special versions of the same mission. And there's a couple of them called extreme. Extreme versions of those missions means that the damage output is increased by like 2 to 3 times. I've done them. They are a pain in the ass.
Weather will clear.
Yeah, I fucked up. I was not meaning to do quiet. I just stumbled on the mission area and she started shooting at me. So I guess we're doing quiet
aliens, now. Now I gotta get aliens.
She moves after you hit her, doesn't she?
Yes, just like she'll move. Yeah.
Just like the end, yeah. But there's not as clear of tracking for her. Like, I scanned her with the visual thing. I just don't see her anymore.
Oh, it is easy to... It will be pretty easy to tell where she's at if you just pay attention good enough. You'll be able to see...
There was a sandstorm. There was a sandstorm right on top of it. I see like a pretty primo area over there, though.
You can try to trigger her to immediately try to find you, and you get like a reticle where she might be looking at you with. You just gotta be fast with getting up and down from cover. There are ways to handle quiet.
I hear her.
Boss, get down. It's an enemy sniper.
Boss.
Oh.
What happened? Boss!
She was right there.
Already people already made expansion mods to get bigger camps.
Okay? Could it be that sniper?
I'll take it.
Quiet.
I want to have ultimate fucking...
Our silent assassin.
Please select a drop
Where's the sniping point?
requested. Supply drop complete.
Let's get the game speed effects.
Please select a drop point.
God, I didn't know how... Apparently the Game of Thrones mod for CK3 just got a big-ass fucking update to it.
Supply drop complete.
Sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark him, you don't stand a chance. Stay sharp.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Did you get her? With those abilities of hers. No doubt about it. She has to be one of the Skulls. Now move in and finish your boss. She's working for Cypher.
Quiet is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision.
Female sniper. Quiet. Cypher's assassin. Finish her. She's one of the Skulls. Hurry up and kill her.
No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here.
Boss.
Boss!
I have to wait a while, don't I?
Time for me to grab a rice, I guess. Do this. So riddle me this, Oates. Who has 5 legs, but only 2 arms? I shit on a Saturday, but piss on a Sunday. What am I?
A weapon surpassed Metal Gear.
Wrong. I'm Ocelot disguised as a crappy spider.
Support helicopter.
You're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you? She works for Cypher.
Wasn't it
You know the
obvious?
extent of her abilities. She is not setting foot on this base.
We need to fix Quiet a little bit. Give her a little more than
Now
nothing.
bring her back here. Let's find
So
out
here's
what
a fun
she really
thing.
is.
Max out her ship before you get to certain missions because you get access to her XOF
This is the
uniform,
boss's decision.
which I find to be cool.
I'll send the extraction chopper.
So max her out, you have to like take her with you everywhere?
But if you bring her here,
You have to take her with you on missions. The higher the rank of the mission you get, the more relationship points you have built up.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Is this gonna lock me into fucking...
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Yeah, so you'll get two choices. What will be required. To shoot her or not to shoot her.
get on board with her.
Obvious choice is not to shoot her.
Boss, you know
Yeah, well, yeah, I did shoot her.
Gaining altitude.
So definitely the big one is that you want to get her the non-lethal sniper. That's the best. And that's how you use it. That's how you get your characters. That's how you get your guys to collect in the game. And you'll have her for the majority of the game, up until like legitimately.
Departing.
I would say this: do not collect the legendary animals until you've done most of the game. Because Kojima fucking put some secret little events going on when you collect them.
Until you have Mother Base more full. Which, they don't give you the quiet mission until you build the cage in the medical bay.
They don't specifically give you also the quiet mission until you get to collecting helium.
I haven't collected Huey yet.
Yep, it's literally you do that mission as you get that mission as soon as you go to try to. So basically, go to try to get Huey, and then you get shot at. Yes, hard, you're in a choke point.
Slipped the line, huh? Shame. She's one of a kind. Fine by me. We don't need her type. Boss, we need to talk. Get back to base. Everything else can wait.
I'm gonna run grab some water.
I can't remember if I'm... Oh wait, Sierra, you don't have a Steam account, do you?
Nope.
Pat your back. Man, that sucks, buddy.
Yeah, I will one day. Because I would like to play
Pequod is the name
Battletron.
of the ship in Moby Cock.
I haven't
Hey, I got the
played
bear.
Battletron.
Isn't that for non-lethal CQC?
For what?
Isn't that for non-lethal CQC? I don't think I did CQC on that mission. The bear is for non-lethal CQC.
Yeah, although you also keep that badge. You'll keep badges for a couple of missions because you'll do that amount so many times. Like for instance, I've gotten butterfly enough times. It took me forever to get Foxhound. It's not even on my current save.
But you have the achievement.
On my PlayStation.
Oh, cool! I found an emblem part.
Yeah, that's how you get emblem parts, is doing that as well.
Getting code names?
Yep.
Well, I think you just get that from doing Quiet's part.
Ooh, what's that kill?
You know, Pequod is the name of the ship in Moby Dick. This whole game is a Moby Dick
It's Morpho. I believe it's Morpho in Ground Zeroes. I prefer Morpho's design because it looks cooler than a Huey.
0.4 miles.
Well, fucking, they had to start from nothing, so the fact they have a chopper is good at all.
Roger, we'll shake it off.
I have my bias towards what I like when it comes to helicopters. I like specific design.
You know what? Morpho was cool. I think Pequod fits the aesthetic of this game better. You're no longer at the height of technology. You are now playing catch-up again.
I mean, you are basically purchasing an old, used Vietnam War helicopter at that point. Because a Huey at that, a Huey was developed probably like around. Let me double check. Developed.
Another one! Shit! It's an LGM! Hold on!
1961, and what's the year of...
In 1984.
So we talking at least almost 2 decades, or 2 decades and a half?
Over, yeah, 23 years. Now, let's see, that's only that full age, that's just when they were developed.
What's funny is that we still use an outdated tank and the current U.S. military that we have not updated a design on in fucking forever.
Ah, yes,
and
Abrams.
Yes, the Abrams is as old as shit.
Because it's just so effective.
I mean,
theoretically effective against peer-to-peer. We have not met a peer-to-actual Abrams yet.
it pisses me the other. Without any upgrade package, it is still a reliable and very powerful tank.
Dog, she shot the pilot out of a plane.
But it comes to the problem of one, it's a main battle tank, which we're looking at possibly just dropping that system entirely. Because it's going to just be expensive, and from what we saw with Russia-Ukraine, they get taken out almost immediately. You're losing, if not most of your effective pushing power, versus just having, if not cheaper, lighter tanks like, say, like IFVs have proven to be more effective in that situation.
It's quite related to the end. She does the whole, like, photosynthesizing, changing camo thing.
No. Quiet is a different process entirely.
The role of the tank on the battlefield has changed after Ukraine.
It's now like a mobile
It is
base.
not your main line pusher anymore. It is your command and control and enemy position buster. You will see tanks that are augmented with drone support more often than not, like with the Abram X project. That is the future of tanks.
Some parts of the Abram X, most likely, because I don't think we're going to adopt the actual full chassis for it. We're going to probably just take parts from it and slap it onto modern.
Not the chassis,
Why
but the drone
fuck are you
system.
pointing your gun at Big Boss?
I guarantee whatever upgrade package that comes with Abrams, it will include that.
What comes with my worry is if we don't learn from it and keep looking away from the IFV effectiveness. Because I think we ignored this during the Gulf War with Desert Shield and all
the
that.
Ocelot unit is here.
No way she's setting foot on this base.
Was ISVs actually pushing most of the combat rather than main battle tanks?
Boss, she's with Cypher.
What was it, like a Bradley took on like a bunch of like, I would say late Soviet era tanks and shit and still won out?
Yeah, a recon unit of Bradleys took on an entire tank company during the Gulf War.
And this comes from the fact that the Bradley these days, because for some reason reformists have pushed to make it somehow this worst thing ever, the Bradley is not actually bad at the job it does.
No.
It's not
It
to be
is
a
a-
troop transport.
No, it is a very powerful recon vehicle. It's just reformers be reformers. I mean, we're talking about the likes of Pierre Spray. I don't take them on their word for anything.
It's all based off of
Miller
one guy.
can't really do much of anything, can he? He has one arm and one leg. They don't ever give him a replacement for his leg, even.
No,
The fact
because
that he's
Miller
standing is amazing.
Miller refuses the augmentations because he wants to feel the pain still.
Okay, well, they can't give him like a wooden peg or some shit? Help him with mobility?
fire.
Oh, wait, no, they did give him a leg.
Let's see who...
Miller!
Oh, they
She
made
saved
Rolo
her
actually
boss. She was
proper
saving herself.
landless ruler. That's
Fire!
cool.
Put her in the cell.
Where did all this fucking blood come from?
Keep an eye on
There's no way in hell I'm stage 3.
Right. Take her away. What are you waiting for? Move!
Where the fuck did all this blood come from? I was clean when I came back.
Turkey. Go into here, landless.
Boss, you are going to regret this. That woman...
I know. She knows our location. Either way, one of these days we're gonna have to kill her. But now is not the time. When the time comes, I'll pull the trigger.
Dr. Emmerich. Everything in this was done very purposefully. Because fucking actual Big Boss would just be like, Huey, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
But here comes the fun part, is that you need to play Peace Walker to understand more of Huey. You're gonna be left kind of confused until I go through the game entirely for you.
The sniper you extracted. Quiet. You set up a cell for her on the medical platform. The medical team is looking into her abilities. I'll let you know if they learn anything.
Diamond Dog!
Leave Miller to me. If we manage to get some intel out of Quiet, that should satisfy him.
Shouldn't he be grown up by now? I probably just have to come back without another cutscene playing.
He'll end up being fully grown.
Why is there a cat girl pose? Actually, I'm taking that.
Because you collect it for points and shit. And then you can put it on your cardboard box.
Nico, nee, all that shit. Or whatever the fuck, I don't know. I haven't... There's not a lot to do on the platform since I say 11 months.
When you start unlocking more platforms, that's actually how you start getting more stuff.
I know, but like, it's not like interiors.
No, there isn't.
What do I fucking do my goddamn fucking... How do I change my emblem?
Man, I forget my PC can make noises sometimes.
I'm gonna return to my menu. I'm just trying to figure out how to change the Diamond Dog's emblem.
I don't know if you'll have access to be able to change that yet.
I could go and play Metal Gear Online.
Metal Gear Online is going to be its own separate thing, and I don't know how many people are actively playing it anymore.
Which means that we could actually have some fun together, probably.
Possibly. It's just I would need to get the PC version, and all my shit's on the PlayStation version. I really don't want to re-go through 5 again for the 3rd time. That took me months to get as much shit as I got now.
Boss, about the sniper you extracted. Quiet. You set up a cell for her on the medical platform. The medical team is looking into her abilities. I'll let you know if they learn anything. And boss, leave Miller to me.
But there is
the contract I saw was
that should satisfy him.
Your skin flayed off.
Yeah, but there's only 3. mechanically speaking. There is no change, spikier horn, and then you're bloody and always have flies.
What should I bring with me?
Now there's a way how to
Reselect
permanently
supplies
deactivate that,
requested.
but you would have to get the mission
Supply
and
drop
then be just doing
complete.
child care somewhere.
I really like the Naked Snake fatigues. How they like translate in this game. And they kind of change your stance to like do the weird little cat pose he does. But it leaves your guns kind of floating because they're not attached by any regular thing. Oh, cool! I can draw my sniper or my stun again because it doesn't hurt people. It doesn't kill people. Actually, do I...
Hunger Games.
Staff assigned.
Mining away. I don't know what to say, I did it anyway. Today I'm likely to find mining diamond.
HD. Which way is, mid? Medical platform is due north.
What you can do, get in your cardboard box and go to that little orange, there'll be like orange things that you can walk over to. Just sit there in a metal box and you can teleport around the base.
Well, that breaks my immersion of having to run the entire fucking distance.
You don't have to run the entire distance, so it's Jesus Christ. The only time you do that is if you're listening to audio and you just don't want to deal with being caught and you just drive around the base.
Speaking of, I have been actually catching up on the audio cassettes.
Christmas
Don't
Eve,
worry, you'll get to the
1979,
hamburger part.
The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime
Is this Oslo
established
just
the
in the
year
news?
before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless, and fraud
I'm gonna
was
eventually have
invited.
a fully non-lethal
They lost
loadout
the
as
hearts
well.
and minds of the people, and that
Oh, you
alarmed
never
Soviet
actually
leadership.
answered my
With the
poll.
Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets
Okay,
felt they had to
so
act fast.
what's your real favorite type of tool,
Islamic revivalism.
type of tool slash weapon types for
Sending a
armies?
motorized rifle division
I put a
against
couple.
men
I
on
did tanks,
horseback
small
with
arms,
anti-tank
artillery,
rifles.
motorized slash
Everyone
mechanized,
thought it'd be over in
airplanes slash
instant.
jets, heavy
Only it
infantry
wasn't.
support
Some Muslims made
weapons,
their
or
flight a jihad, a
platforms.
holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on
Yeah,
all
I like
fronts.
the support unit, so that's the role I would choose to do, is be in a
These
support
fighters
unit.
call themselves
Okay.
Mujahideen.
I'm too big to
I am-
fight
By the
effectively as
West,
infantry.
Pakistan.
I
That's why Miller was
fucking
involved.
can't fit
He was
inside
training
tanks.
them near
The
the
most
zero
likely
line,
thing I'm going to be doing is
sponsored by the
running a
CIA.
support unit.
The war's become a
I don't know, be
nightmare
like
for
a
the
field
Soviet
medic or
troops
something.
stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most.
The reason I didn't put,
Then a
because
year passed.
Cocainer asked, what about
2
biowarfare
years.
and psychological? I'm like,
Now here we are,
one,
4 years on.
illegal.
with
can
no
you,
exit
a single
inside.
actual biological weapon that you can
Afghanistan
know off the
has
top of your
become
head that
the
isn't
Soviet
like
Union's
sarin
Vietnam.
gas?
Agent Orange.
The
Agent
Soviet
Orange is a
troops on the ground
herbicide.
want to go
It's a
home,
chemical
but at
biological
least
warfare
they have
thing.
homes to go back to.
But it was never
multi-genes.
meant-
Afghans have lost theirs.
It wasn't
The Soviets destroyed
originally
the
designed to
Kisloks,
do that. It was actually a
wherever
side
they
effect
can.
that I think actually got
They burned
Monsanto
down
in trouble
homes
with
and
the feds
fields,
as well.
filling wells, turned
Because they're like,
pastures into
hey,
minefields.
you didn't
Created
tell us
a
that that would
mass of
happen. They're like, we didn't
refugees
test
who
for
fled to
it.
Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the
can
Soviets
see
will go
quiet
so far as to
sunbathing.
dry out their ocean. But this has had
It's
a big
really
price.
good that since she
There's bitter
photosynthesizes
resentment
and
among the
whatnot,
Afghans,
and
they're taking
needs
out their
to breathe
anger
through
on
her
the
skin.
soldiers on the
It's
front
really nice.
lines.
We gave her open
Among
top.
the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people.
She also brought her own open
Devoted
top.
to their code of badal, or revenge.
I can't be in here.
Soldiers
There's
they've captured have had their hands, feet, and
Where's that
She's
radio?
not sticking for it. I don't want it.
Die
No.
on the side of the road, just to show their
Where's
comrades
that music
what they're
coming from?
capable
I don't know.
Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun part. You're gonna have to be as fast as possible to remove cassette tapes.
And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
Because some of them just
Fucking
flat
down
out
here.
play. They play flat out.
No, it's somewhere down here.
Also, if you do not take enough showers, you will get a special seamless quiet.
Special seamless.
Yes, if you get stinky enough.
Where the fuck is this tape at? Well, is it just playing on an intercom or some shit?
Could be.
This is such a funny thing to be like being a PMC cell.
You walk like an Egyptian.
No, this is Thursday.
No, today's Friday.
I actually really like this one, so I don't like it. Somewhere I can reach it, right?
I can't remember where the one, if you cut the one in Quiet's place.
Well, I know why they needed to see the bomber feet, because they have her in the fucking hose for it. They're just like kicking their feet here.
It's also because they're Kojima Horny is. Because remember, Kojima has two states. One of them's being Ormgi.
That is a constant state for Gajima.
It's playing Snake Eater now. The radio is now playing. Alright, the intercom. It's based on stuff I collect already, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I know where Snake Eater's even at. That might just be a collection thing. Yeah, I don't remember having that for the PS4 version.
Please select a delivery point.
Hey Sierra, what's your favorite continent?
On Earth?
Most American fucking answer ever. My favorite continent's Earth.
On Earth. Old Zealand.
That's not available.
The one that no longer exists.
Welcome home.
Fuck you, I'm throwing you on the ground.
My
The
brain's
base
not
builder
broken.
platform. Oh, when I finally unlock the ability to pick up shipping crates, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna extract it in one time. Can you stack people on top of the shipping crates to fucking do it?
Greater sells a adventure.
Development project has been added. Development project has been added.
So you're dead.
I'm dead. You've killed me.
You are dead. Oh.
Unit function.
Well, I did. I got an S rank for Cloak of
Development
Silence.
project has been added.
Train with me, boss.
Is Phantom Limbs the one where you grab Miller? I think it is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna call the helicopter down.
We don't have enough medicinal plants, boss.
Please the landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
I'm gonna do the shooting gallery stuff next time I come back from out of
This
here.
is Speed Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
I'm decently sure you should be able to, like, customize your logo when you first get in.
This is Speed Quad. On station at LZ.
Please select a caution. Rain approaching.
Gaining altitude.
I'm gonna...
Sun will set shortly.
I'm gonna get the arm, I'm gonna expect a soldier, I'm gonna do another mission.
I feel a sudden need to play as a fucking Gnostic faith.
A bionic arm developer has submitted a proposal for a new feature. An active sonar that can detect the positions of soldiers, prisoners, and animals. To start development, give the order from your iDroid.
Couldn't create just a wandering pagan.
This war, the Kremlin never expected to have this much trouble against the Mujahideen. Afghanistan is a tribal society. Tradition demands that its people stand up to any outsiders who set foot on their land. With the honor of their people at stake, they have everything to fight for. No matter how hard the Soviets hit them, they continue to appear out of nowhere, striking back, then vanishing again. But there's one thing even the Mujahideen fear. Every last one of them. The Soviet gunships. They're highly maneuverable and equipped with massive firepower. Plus, the underside of the fuselage is heavily armored. The Mujahideen can barely scratch them with their small arms. Anyone who hangs around gets mowed down by the gunship's heavy machine guns. This new honeybee weapon that was given to the Hamid fighters, it's no doubt something to help them strike back against the gunships, which makes it a weapon that could change the course of the war. Those guerrilla fighters known as Mujahideen don't actually belong to a single organization. Afghanistan is a multi-ethnic
Yeah, slowly over
They've
each
got
main
the
mission, you'll
Pashtuns,
start
the Tajiks,
you'll start getting
Uzbeks,
images
Hazars,
showing up on
and each of
Pequod.
them is split into their own tribes, large and small. Each ethnicity has several rebel organizations that their various tribes gather under. They're
Yeah.
united under the
As
banner
though
of
you've been
jihad.
doing stuff and all
That
that.
doesn't mean they work like a single standing army. Just look at the area around Smasi Fort. A lot of Tajiks used to live there. They fled after the Soviets started their Scorched Earth campaign. With the area uninhabited, the Hamid fighters, who are Pashtun, decided to move in. The Hamids are based out of the city of Peshawar. We passed through it on the western edge of Pakistan. The Pashtun people have long lived in Afghanistan and western Pakistan. They used to travel back and forth frequently. Then Britain...
I could cheat and just use a sneaking suit.
I mean, the sneaking suits are just a little bit more expensive to use.
What do you mean they're more expensive to use?
So each item has its own price for when you're deploying out, and so they require some of them require more GMP or resources.
Oh, this one's 1,000 GMP.
Yep.
Versus the woodland costs more for whatever fucking reason. So if I want to get my bang for my buck, I can use like Black Ocelot. I can the tuxedo's cheaper, or I should use an olive drab.
Basically, if you're low on GMP, which if you are, that means you have not been you've been spending way too much on research.
Deploying.
I mean, but knowing is half the battle, Reed.
G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe.
I mean, I do like a bunch of missions, and then I go back to Mother Base, and then I fucking spend all the money I deploy on another mission. I mean, after you have the gun, if you don't change loadout, doesn't it not cost you anything? You can just never change your loadout.
No, each deployment still costs you a basic loadout. Loadout, basically.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker placed.
Alright, Reed, I'm gonna do this the right way.
Clouds approaching.
I got this fucking arm blueprint that I already have the thing researched for some reason.
Should I still name it Pescaria con Romana? Yeah, I keep it's called that because I think that's the flavorful way of putting
Enemy
it.
presence detected. The map has been updated.
Should I allow hybrid cultures?
I've been kidnapping too many people and bringing them out into the mother base. Diamond Horse is just so much more useful than any other mode of transportation. Wouldn't you agree, Reed? And also, he's your friend.
Quit bullshitting me.
What do you mean?
I have no friends. Looks at you.
You make me sad, Reed.
Good. Shoves you in dirt. Like that one kid that's really fat in the playground that pushes you on the ground. And I say, oh, I bet you like kissing boys too, huh?
I think you're pushing your own insecurities onto other people.
Yes, that's what you say to the bully. And then I suddenly just get puffed up and all red. And then I start grabbing you, we wrestle. You sit there and wrestle, and suddenly out of nowhere, you know, the teacher breaks us up. Because if we were anybody, what were you expecting, Oates? Were you expecting me, what, to wrestle you? I'm sorry to tell you this, Oates, I'm not a Turk. Be obscure enough that nobody else could understand if they watched this.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You just have to be obscure enough.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, I'm at the power plant.
Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Man, cardboard box can go hard on this one.
Stay back! Stay back! Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Speak. Get!
Throw you in the bushes. They're in this chained up room.
Marker placed.
Yonder.
Either destroy that or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Похоже на проблемы с электроэнергией. Ближайший патруль. Проверить цепь, кстати. КП это 46. Немедленно проверю. Конец связи.
I was thinking.
Капета, слышишь? Потерял противника из виду. Ищу последние точки соприкосновения. Прием! Это КП, понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи. Капета, слышишь? Противник ушел из виду. Собираемся обыскать местность. Прием! Это КП, понял. Не позволяйте им застать вас врасплох. Будьте начеку. Конец связи. Штаб, это КП. По нам велся огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ, но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием!
You have arrived at your destination. Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Капета, слышишь? Мы закончили поиски. Никто не обнаружен. Прием!
Marker removed.
Это КП, понял. Не расслабляйтесь. Они еще могут быть рядом. Конец связи. Всем боевым группам, это КП. На нас напали. Всем подразделениям занять боевые позиции. Один, это КП. Открыть подавляющий минометный огонь по цели. Прием! Это один! Он понял! Он готов к минометному огню! Конец связи!
I love stumbling into quiet areas. Stumbling out of missions I didn't have any interest in doing.
Task failed successfully.
The only reason playing as Eli got cut is because they didn't want to have somebody shooting at a child.
Yeah.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here. We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean. Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us?
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the west wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles military. And when we put down a mutiny within their forces, well, we made a lot of people happy. They don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards, too.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so far here. We'll have to find somewhere else when this place starts getting big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're back with us now.
Sorry about that. My net just shut off on me. Let me remember, Tech.
It used to be a whale.
Oh.
Yeah, Japanese vessel.
I was wondering why you dipped.
It was...
And then it pops up and I'm like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
She was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case, that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they model themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why? 9 years ago we made enemies of the world as a nuclear-equipped force, independent of ideology or state.
Yes. Sooner or later, the real UN would have stepped in.
So why are they giving these PFs free reign?
That's our fault, too.
What do you mean?
What happened 9 years ago was a real problem for a lot of people. An organization as big as ours, with our facilities, was wiped off the map. Not an easy thing to hide. But if our existence came to light, so would the names of our clients. We had contracts all over, east and west, from superpowers to banana republics, the lot. Our clients denied all association with the likes of us. They had to make sure things didn't blow up on them. But at the same time, they missed us. They really missed us. The demand for armies for hire was as strong as ever. The international community turned a blind eye to what happened to us, despite still needing people who could do our jobs. History couldn't afford to lose us. As soon as we were gone, they needed a replacement. So private forces spread everywhere. And they're all just a phone call away.
But still.
I know. PFs are totally different from what we envisioned. Nation-states, revolutionaries, terrorists, they have a lot of clients, and Cypher is one of them. Cypher stays anonymous, but I know their work when I see it. In the eyes of those clients, the world's PFs are all just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own men. Nobody knows they're involved, and PFs are cheap. In short, the world is chewing up soldiers and spitting them out. Even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for Diamond Dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested without you to lead them, but now you're back. Everything's gonna change. We'll unite all private forces under you, transcending nations and economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations, and that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country, redefine the very concept of it. Even Cypher will be below us, an extraterritorial federation of military nations, the United States of Force. Once word of Big Boss's return starts traveling, that'll be our true deterrent against Cypher. In other words, no one will dare to come gunning for you.
How do you figure?
Cypher lacks a large-scale fighting force. PFs are the perfect tool for them. But those PFs revere you, the legendary Big Boss. If Cypher killed you now, they wouldn't take it lying down. Maybe they'd even go looking for revenge, but they definitely wouldn't keep doing Cypher's dirty work, even if it put their lives at stake. That's why it's no longer a benefit to Cypher to get rid of you. The very fact that you're alive is our greatest defense against Cypher.
Nice to know. It'll buy us some time while we get back to full strength.
Just keep in mind that what I'm saying is generalizing a lot. In practice, the PFs around the world don't know your face. Just declaring that you're Big Boss won't be enough to convince them. And if they see you as an enemy, they'll come at you with everything they've got.
Some hero.
That's why you need to bring them back to Mother Base. Show them on your terms that you really are the one and only Big Boss. Once you've proven that, they won't hesitate to join us.
I listened to this song yesterday.
Oh no, here she comes.
No, it was She Blinded You in Science.
Oh boy, that's fun. Isn't it going to be great when half the stream is VOD muted?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I'm gonna flog you.
I'm not wrong though. MGS5 streams is a pain.
Well,
A phantom pain.
To make money off of it.
But it's not fun to watch back to, and then you can't hear half the stream. That's what I mean by it.
I'll just have all the companies fight. So, oh cool, there's stuff around that I can use and steal.
Skilled tactician, personality type, wrathful.
I assume that is where...
From dock! Snake, are you okay? Snake!
You have arrived at your destination.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Please specify a project.
I can get a fucking revolver. $120,000 GMP to research that. No, I think we're good for now. Yeah, I'm gonna get the decoy. That's useful.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Please specify a project. Supply drop complete.
SV sneaking suit.
Time to become Jewish freebooters.
I don't need medicine. Yeah, I'll get a higher frequency cigar. I don't even remember what I fucking got. Oh wait, hold on, no, I got a better scope. Oh wait, no, I got the stun arm. Which, I guess, I just hit people when it fucking shocks them, or like if I'm on the ground I can just...
Oh boy, here I go again, influencing your offers fake.
Oh, what?
Where are your friends?
Joe Obama was in brainstorming, asked for some help with his fic. So I said just end chapter 1, Rose's first line. Bingo.
Chapter 3's done for the school.
Stay back!
God.
Stay back!
Hallelujah. On to chapter 4 now.
Where are your friends?
How do I use my stone?
Я не хочу умирать!
I was just bullying this guy a little bit.
Snake! Talk to me! Snake!
Actually, I'm not fucking. My eyes getting fatigued. My eyes are fucking tearing up. So I'm gonna end it straight up. Goodbye. Really quick. Abrupt. No fucking